What's up, family? Man, I bless each and every one of you. May God continue to guide you, keep you, comfort you, aid you in your growth and development, as well as the healing stages of your life. Family, man, we have to grow up. We have to grow up emotionally. Man, I've been talking a lot about elephants, and we're going to continue today, but we're going to take it a little deeper today. Again, I've told you guys elephants are my favorite animals, and I have several of them throughout the place. And so here's an elephant, okay? And so many of us, we get so frustrated because people don't understand us. We get so frustrated in our relationships. We get so frustrated in life because people just don't get us. And man, we're going to break that down today. We're going to break that down today. Okay. And so sometimes the great majority of us, not sometimes, all the times, what we do in life is we allow certain people to see certain aspects of who we are. We'll reveal certain aspects of who we are to certain people. 5 people in your life. Okay. And these 5 people, let's say that they're blind. They can't see and they can't hear. Okay. And so you allow this one person to come. And let's say her name is Betty. You allow Betty to come. And you allow Betty to touch your trunk. You don't say nothing to Betty at all. You just tell Betty this is who you are. You allow her to experience your trunk, how your trunk is flexible, how it bends, and just the hairs on it and the fibers on it, the thickness of it, and just all that other stuff. You allow Betty to experience your trunk, and that's all she's able to experience. You don't say nothing about your trunk, you don't describe your trunk, you just allow her to experience it by her touching and her interactions with it. Stay with me, I promise you, we're going somewhere today, and it's going to get deep. Betty will walk away thinking that's all you are. Ain't shit else to you but that right there. This is the sum total of who you are based on her limited experience. But her limited experience to her is everything. Ain't nothing left to you. She's felt everything about you. She can't see, but she's seen everything about you. She know everything about you based on her limited experience. You allow somebody else. Say Jonathan. You allow Jonathan to come in. And you, again, Jonathan is blind and deaf. Jonathan's never been in your presence. Jonathan don't know anything about you other than what Betty has said. And so Jonathan comes in and Jonathan is able to experience the ears. And Jonathan's like, what the fuck was Betty talking about? Betty's fucking clueless. Man, there's nothing, this person ain't nothing like what Betty said. And Jonathan, all his experiences is just your ears. And Jonathan will walk away thinking, Betty Jean's a fucking crazy. You know, she's a fucking Looney Tune. But at the same time, Jonathan's like, man, you ain't got no fucking substance to you. Ain't shit to who you are. Because his experience in his mind is the sum total of everything about you. And that's based on his limited experience with your ears. But he thinks your ears is all there is to you. Well, we're going somewhere today. We're going somewhere, I promise you. So Jonathan walks away. And he thinks he knows everything about you. And then you allow Jaime to come in. And Jaime's able to feel your leg. Jaime's blind and deaf just like Betty and Jonathan. And Jaime feels your leg, and he's like, what the fuck was either one of them talking about? Neither one of them motherfuckers have a fucking clue who you really are. You know what I mean? Because, man, I've experienced you, and you ain't nothing like they told me. And Jaime will walk away thinking he knows everything about you. Because his experience of you is, again, in his mind, the sum total of who you are. You've allowed 3 different people into your life. 3 different people have had totally different experiences. And every one of them will walk away thinking they know everything about you. Every one of them walk away thinking that you ain't shit. There's nothing of substance to you. You allow another person to come in, Martha, and you allow Martha to experience your tale. And Martha's like, man, again, Martha's blind and deaf. Martha can only go by what all these other people said about you. But in Martha's mind, she's like, what the fuck were they talking about? I've experienced Elijah, and he ain't shit like what these raggedy ass motherfuckers said. He ain't got no fucking stuff. So there's nothing to him other than this right here. And so Martha's taking her experience of your tail, and she's comparing that to that of your ear, that of your trunk, that of your leg. And she's like, what the fuck were they talking about? Yeah, according to Martha. I mean, you got some hair back here. It's a little flexible, but it's not as flexible as Martha was talking about, describing the trunk. Each person has their own unique experience. Their own unique experience based on their limited experience. But in their mind, it's all you are. That's all there is to you. You let another person come in. And again, they're blind and deaf. Call her Sarah. Sarah comes in and she's able to feel your girth. She's able to feel your stomach, you know what I mean? And how big you are. And Sarah's perspective of who you are is like, what the fuck was any of these raggedy ass motherfucking liars talking about? Because Sarah don't feel the flexibility of your tail or of your trunk. Sarah understand what Jaime or whoever it was that experienced your life, but she's like, nah, you're so much bigger than that. What the fuck were they talking about? And every one of them was right in their own way, but dead wrong. Right in their own unique experience of who you are. But the problem is, they said that's all there is to you because that's all that they were able to experience with you. And so we got to catch this. We got to understand this. If you're not careful and if you don't put in the work to understand who the fuck you are, you'll buy into everybody else's description of who you are. You'll believe all the bullshit of them telling you of what you're capable of being. You believe the bullshit about your potential, about your purpose. And they're basing your purpose on their experience with you, but not who the fuck you really are. Because they didn't get a chance to experience all of you. They just got a chance to experience just a limited tiny portion of you. And they walked away thinking that's all there was. There was nothing else. And so they defined your potential. They defined your purpose based on their experience with you. Not knowing there's so much more to you. Not knowing you're so much bigger than that. Not know you have so much more to offer. No, no, you're so much more majestic and magical and mystical. They have no clue who you are. And yet, based on their limited experience, based on their ignorance, based on their arrogance, they think they know everything about you. Based on their arrogance, they try to put you in this box of what you can accomplish and what you can do and what you can't do, of who you are, of why you're here. They have no clue. They have no clue. And they can't have a clue because they don't even know who the hell they are. If they don't know who the hell they are, how the hell do you expect them to understand who you are? If they haven't dove deep into understanding all their potential, if they haven't dove deep into understanding and unlocking their potential and understanding their pain and their trauma and their purpose in life, how the fuck do you expect them to be able to do that with you? The problem isn't other people's perception of you. The problem isn't other people's perspective of you. The problem is we start believing the bullshit. We start minimizing who we are, what we're capable of, because of what these raggedy ass, ignorant ass, arrogant ass motherfuckers have said. We got to grow up. Man, hope and pray that says something to encourage you, to inspire you, to even challenge your way of thinking. I love you guys. Happy healing. Peace.